Hello everyone, it's Andrea with a new art journal page, and I used gesso for the background here, and then I work on top after drying, of course, with Inktense blocks and scribble them down, and in different shades. I wanted to achieve a very happy page, very light colors, and you will see afterwards why. And after that I use water with a brush and go over it. This Inktense block, they react with water. I spray on top and go in first with on the single colors actually, and at the end I blend them together a bit. On the top here, and afterwards on the bottom, you will see that I put more Inktense blocks on the paint or the blocks, and more water, and then I let it drip a bit. And what I do here is pushing the drips up and down, so they are getting a bit more intense. Didn't want to have them dripped completely down, and this way you achieve a better, a more darker drippage. And I do the same here with the green. Spray it with water and let it drip a bit, and then go over it with the heat gun and let it run up and down, push it back, let it run, push it back, and so on. That's much better control, and you can decide how far it should drip. And at this edge I used this ray stencil from Tim Holtz, and put some other bright colors on. So this is for the background stencil, flower stencil. I haven't got a clue where it's from. Very cheap one. I bought it here somewhere. I doubt you would get this one somewhere. I think it's a German company. It's nothing special, so I really can't tell you. And what I do with the second color, I put the stencil slightly offside, and then use a turquoise green. It is, a turquoise green. And then you have this shade in the background in green. And I stamp a bit here. Or these big stamps I use are from Obsession Impression, or Impression Obsession, I don't know which way round. And this is the script one. And here I use the same script one, but in this neon color stamp, ink stamps from Hero Art. What you have to do with them is to dry it thoroughly with a heat gun at the end. It needs quite a long time to dry. And these circles, I used gesso here to have a nicer background. Not only that, but to make the paint on top pop more. I went over it twice or 3 times even, can't tell you, to get this bright yellow. And as you can see, I used another Impression Obsession stamp in the background, these circles, as you can see. And here I paint, or I draw with a pencil lines on the circles, and I think you can already imagine, hopefully, what it should be. It should look like tennis balls actually. And I wanted to frame them, but I thought the black ones would be too much contrast and too dominant on that, so I used the white one, and because I wanted to paint, to stamp on it as well, so that wouldn't be possible on the black ones. Here I edged it with the pit pen brush, and then I glued it down, all three of them, to frame this little tennis balls. And yeah, and I had to, what is it next? And I'm going over and outline the balls, the tennis balls. And you can already see the little guy I cut out, I wanted to use for that. I saw that in a, you know, we get this weekly paper from a supermarket here, our main supermarket it is. And when you are having this loyalty card, you get this weekly paper with offers and coupons and all that stuff. And they are quite like that. They always have this nice little pictures in, and that is from advert from this Dentasticks with this laughing dogs with this nice teeth, so funny. I loved that little guy so much that I thought I have to do a page with it. And as you could see, I gave a bit of shading around the tennis balls, and here I put the picture, the image of the dog on top to find out what you can see, what parts of the flowers, because I didn't want to outline them all. I know it's a bit lazy, but you won't see the flowers behind the dog. So, and I outlined it here with my black pit pen, the fine one, and on top of that a bit of a white Sharpie shading or drawing in on that flowers. I won't do the green ones in the background because they are more for shading. They are the shades of the blue ones. So, and here I use the varnish. You know, this white Polaroid, they are so sensitive, and I already messed it up with my dirty fingers. I had fingerprints on them, so I started, because I had to do quite a bit shading and stuff, I wanted to ruin that, and I tried here to protect them with the varnish. It worked actually. And here I glue the little guy down with Mod Podge, and because this paper, that's the newspaper quality, so it is very sensitive for gluing it down. You have to be careful, it rips easily and it makes awful creases and wrinkles, so you need to use the right amount of Mod Podge. If it's too much, you will have wrinkles all around and the paper will get soft, and so very, very carefully. And at the end I go over the top, and there were a few creases left, only a few, and I flattened them out with my fist at the end when it was almost dry. So that worked quite good, as you can see here. But you have to be careful of it. When it's too wet still or too sticky, it will glue to your skin and you will rip it. So always be careful with that. But it's not that bad. You can see it at the end on the pictures I put up. It's not very wrinkly or a lot of creases. And I use here a Derwent charcoal to frame or to put some shadows around the frames and around the little dog, of course. And for blending, I use my blending stump here. It's ideal to reach into all the little edges, and at the end I decided to really go around the whole dog. It's not that it does need to pop out. It couldn't pop out more actually because it's so big, but I decided it would not look better with the whole shading around the dog. That's why I did that. And I used for the, no, I'm still doing outlining here inside the frames, and do that to all of them. And then I think I go for the letters. I did this, yeah, I did this arrows. I wanted to bring this Polaroids together, and I wanted to have a bit of green on that side of the page. And I didn't stencil it with a sponge because it was on the edge, and I'm a messy worker, so I didn't want to ruin that. And drawed it through the stencil, and you know, and put some gesso on the background and to make the color on top pop more. That's one actually of my favorite colors at the moment, this green. It's so fresh and I really like it a lot. And now the word, I thought that would be so great with this smiling dog, with this really white smile. I put down cheese, and referring to the Polaroids, of course. And there are two different alphabets. I was, with the first one here, you can see I was running out of E's, as usual. There are always not enough E's. I glued that down actually because it wouldn't stick properly. And I stamp one word, the same word, on all of the 3 frames. And the stamp sticks to the frame because I used the varnish on top and actually stays on. And my stays on is quite a bit, the black one, quite a bit old, so it gets sticky when it's getting older. I have to put some new one in. And the word is mine. It's referring to the tennis balls. It reminds me of my little boy. He's always happiest when he finds a ball. All balls he finds are his. And that's what I was thinking about. And the stamp I use, this dog paw, I use for my dog actually. When we send cards, we always put this paw next to his name. And people like it a lot. They're always complaining when I forget, so that's my boy's personal stamp. Frame the word here a bit with a white Sharpie, and the next step is outlining the errors. They were a bit pale there, and now they pop much more. And of course I frame the whole page with black archival ink, go around it, and I think that was it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and I will see you with the next video. Have fun. Bye bye.